Thank you for watching. Today I was going to paint up a body for my SCX10 version 1. So my crawler, and I wanted to have this classic Ford body on there. This is a Proline body, the Proline Ford F100, if I got that right. I'm not sure on the year. As I was preparing all this and getting ready to cut it, I kind of got sidetracked. That sort of happens a lot. So I had my Axial Bomber standing around with all the stock panels on there that I took off for the purpose over there. I also had an extra F100 body laying around, so I completely custom cut this. I skipped ahead and didn't film any of that. Then I masked it up, mapped out a paint scheme and what I wanted to do with it. And I think this thing is going to look really funny on that bomber. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to paint this up real quick. A couple of colors, nothing fancy. Slap it on there, show you that it doesn't have to be like a purpose-built body for a specific car to actually fit and work for perhaps a project that you have in mind. Well, that's that. I know this was not the most informative paint video that I've ever made, but mostly I just wanted to do this just because I had that body sitting around, I had the bomber sitting around, and I just wanted to marry those two together and see what could happen. I think it turned out pretty cool. The most work is actually making that body fit and cutting it to make it fit that cage. The bomber, of course, has a pretty intricate cage, and there's a lot of shapes going on, lots of tubing, so to fit a body like this over it is quite a bit of work. I think the funnest part is that there's actually no body clips to hold it in place, so it just sort of clicks over that cage and then just sits there. And I do not have any fear that it will come off anytime soon, just because it won't. You will see some of the detail work in the back where it slots around the tubing, and also in the front, and maybe that will give you a good idea of how it's actually being held in place. Now, this is a Proline body. This is the Proline Ford F100. I mentioned that before. These are also Proline wheels. And I added a Proline light bar, which I still need to hook up. But I think you do get a tiny bit of an idea what some simple accessories made by Proline, what they can actually do for the looks of your truck. Now, if you do find yourself on the Proline Racing website, I have a discount code. It's HemiStorm10. It's also in the video description. You can use that to get a 10% discount on absolutely everything that you buy at Proline. So that's rims, tires, bodies, everything. There's a couple of people who have asked me recently if that code is still valid. It is, so also pass it around to your friends. In terms of paint, this was easy. I just used my regular 2-inch wide masking tape to mask everything up. And cut some detail in there. I used some scallops in the front, or scallops, diamonds, whatever you want to call them, these type of shapes, and also over the sides. And I cut a tiny bit of a bevel around them, so I used some darker yellow in the bottom over here where you see those fluorescent yellow areas, and over here where you see that sky blue anodized aluminum. I used some regular light blue and some white just to accentuate that. Then I have those two HemiStorm logos on the roof and also on the doors. That was really simple to cut. Don't be thinking that using tape makes for a non-detailed paint job, because that's not true. In fact, I dare say that if you want to do something quick but you also want to make it detailed, that tape is really the way to go. You don't have to worry about metallic paints, for example, messing with liquid mask, because liquid mask is not really the best type of masking to use, for example, with a metallic paint or with these anodized colors. And with tape you will never have an issue like that. There's not a single sticker on this body. I did again give it a coat of flat clear, just because I think that makes it look a tiny bit more old school. You can disagree with that, or you can think that you like it better when it's glossy. Go ahead and experiment and just do it the way that you want to do it. I wanted it to look really raw and rugged, so I did give it that coat of flat clear. Now, if you have any questions about what I did here today, leave them in the comments box and I will try to get back to you. If you want to be ahead of what I'm doing over here on YouTube, Instagram and Facebook, links are in the description box. Also to all the products that I used today, including the Axial Bomber, which is a great car. I think it's quickly turning into one of my favorites, especially with well, all these options being available, or a lot of possibilities being sort of yet to be discovered for this chassis. If you have not subscribed yet, please do, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button before you go. Thanks so much, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.
Back on.